Good day everyone, this is Armored Annie. Welcome back to Subsistence Season 2 and Episode 78. And I'm out here in the courtyard because I'm just thinking, you know, it's about time, I think, we started thinking about the animal housing. What do you reckon? Got a nice little enclosure here. I think it's time. It's time. Let's have a little look and remind ourselves. 2 rope. Ooh, got that. Oh, stuff and things. Easily done. I know it's all the upgrades, but yeah, I think it's time. So, talking of time, quick, remind ourselves there. Oh, they're shooting up there. They're shooting something. We're going to get bag flash. We're going to get bag flash. Come on. Really? No? Okay. Oh, no free bag then. Now, I think we said that there were rogues out here. So if I was going to go up north, I've got... Oh, do you know what? I can't remember. I didn't look in time. Oh, well, it'll come as a sweet surprise to us all, won't it? Let's make sure we are fed. We'll take strawberry and a blueberry. No, okay, right. It's September. What are we like on ammo? Somebody suggested putting away some of the 9mm. I think that was Ross. That's fairly sensible because obviously every time I pick something up, I'm going to overflow into another slot. So that was you know, fairly sensible. Thanks for that, mate. Look at that, 43 shotgun shells. Who'd have thought it, eh? Do we take a couple more with us for the ride? Maybe. Right, insect repellent. Got some bandages. That all sounds reasonably good. Yeah, I think we're just putting off the inevitable. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out and about and see what's what. There was also another suggestion. Yes, I think it was Chris was saying that what I really need to work on is upgrading my bow. And I thought that was also, let's just check the yard a minute. That was also a very good suggestion because where I'm trying to use the bow more often to shoot people, if I had an upgraded level 1 recurve, then that would be... Just checking it wasn't a fisherman coming down. That would be... Yeah, that would work better. Was that a fibre in there? No, it wasn't. Okay. Oops, got stuck. Up we go. Little vantage point. That's better. A bow looks slightly more impressive, Annie, than standing there with your pick out. Yeah, that's the one. Off we go. And we will grab the loot and we'll see if we get as far as the north base. But yes, I was thinking... Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, get your wits about you, Annie. I was... too busy focusing on the fact that I'd found 3 berries and not on the fact that I found a hit bar. So, how are you all doing? Good morning. Welcome. Or good day. Whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. This is nice and early for me. I'm recording this the night after the stream and oh my word, if you were there and you saw it unfold live, then you'll know. Yeah, you'll know. And if not, go and watch it. It's, yeah. All I can say is at least we managed to get quite a few shorts out of it. There were quite a few memorable moments. But we don't go out intentionally, really, to cause, you know, chaos and mayhem. It just seems to find us. Thinking about chaos and mayhem finding us, that was always the joke about my dad, that... wherever he went, there was always some sort of chaos. When he was in the Navy, wherever the ship headed to, it seemed that when they left that particular country, there was always some sort of, I don't know, civil war, unrest, something or other. So that became the joke, that if there was any trouble anywhere around the world, it was probably somewhere that he'd just been. And... there would be, Mum would be listening in on the radio. Anyone who was out truck driving, you know, there'd be, I don't know, a lorry has shed its load on the, you know, the M1 and blocked it. And she'd think, oh, That's him. And yeah, 9 times out of 10, it was normally him. He's had loads shed in most of the most inconvenient places. So yeah, that was the thing. There was now was it the 4th bridge? It was one of the bridges, and it just been opened. And on the day that it opened, and you've got the ceremony being covered on the radio, and then it said, "Oh, one of Her Majesty's ships has just sort of hit the bridge." Yeah, that was his ship. He wasn't responsible. He was just an able seaman. It had nothing to do with him. But yeah, it just kind of followed him. However, he was also very good at getting out of bad situations. I remember one day he came home and there was this really steep hill. He's driving down in the truck, fully laden. And if you know anything about either trucks or you just know your science, you'll understand that a fully loaded, articulated truck coming down a steep hill is... Oh, I didn't see you nearly. Or nearly didn't see you. Is something of a unstoppable force. Yeah? So it's coming down this hill, and there's barriers all the way down the side. There's no parking. This is a steep downward slope hill. Yeah? And for safety reasons, there's no turnings. And there's barriers on the first bit, and then there were cars parked down the side of this road. So my dad's trundling down there, and from one of the parking slots, this car turns out in front of him. You know, not having left much room. And there's a little kiddie in the back, and this is back in the days when, you know, you weren't all strapped in fancy child seats and all the rest of it. So you've got this little kiddie turning around the back, waving out the back, as you would to the lorry driver, waving at the lorry driver and getting him to wave back. Yeah? Lovely, cute scene. Dad goes to brake because, as I say, this person had not left a lot of room. Nothing happens. Tries brakes again. Nothing's happened. So my dad's now in a fully laden, articulated truck going at considerable speed down a hill that is lined on both sides with either parked cars or with barriers, with a wall. And in front of him is this car with this little kid in the back. Yeah. So he's getting closer and closer to this car. The driver has not noticed the fact that there is this large bomb, as it were, coming towards her. Remember, don't go too near to Stifler, Annie. And Dad's like, what am I going to do? So he saw a little gap in the side. It's sort of a break in the... where I think this was between the cars. So he aimed for it. Went through this gap between two parked cars, slammed into a massive brick wall, and I have to tell you, and completely crumpled the cab of the lorry. I mean, completely crumpled it. I've seen the pictures. It is miraculous that he wasn't killed because, you know, they had to get him out. They had to cut him out. So, but he made it. He got through. Now, when the, you know, obviously all the emergency services came and, you know, the police, the woman came up, absolutely, as you would imagine, distraught to think that her behaviour had nearly done that. And also, as you can imagine, extremely grateful of the fact that he had done it and that her and her little one were all right. And then very grateful, yeah, glad that he was all right. So the police are looking over it all and they're checking him over and everything. And so the copper said, so how did you do it? What did you do? And Dad said, well, just aim for the gap. And the copper said, what gap? I said, not too near to Stifler, Annie. And he went, well, the gap between the cars. And the copper's like, what gap between the cars? So Dad kind of hobbled over with him to show him. And he said, look, there between the two cars. And the copper said, yeah, but we measured that because obviously they have to measure the tyre tracks and everything to make sure, Dad, you know, that they could work out that obviously it was. Oh shoot! Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, that was okay. That I did not notice that he had not died. Okay, moral of the story is don't tell catastrophic stories whilst trying to shoot a wolf. Anyway, well, that happened. Okay, got slightly more worse aware than my dad did in that story. Anyway, the policeman's saying, but you know, we measured that gap. No, you don't need to crouch, Annie. You should listen to your own advice and not go too near Stifler. We measured the gap. It's not wide enough for your truck. And sure enough, they measured the width of the gap and they measured the width of his cab and they didn't match. And they're like, we have no idea how you managed to get your truck through that. But you got your truck through a gap that was too small without damaging any of the other cars. You got through it. You didn't, well, I suppose, well, there's no sign of scraping on the cars. They hadn't been moved out the way. And found the brick wall to drive into it, and yeah. The cop said, I actually don't know how you survived. So yeah, that was my dad. Oh, there are wolves everywhere. I'm not happy about this. Especially because I'm infectinated. This is not a good thing. Running around where I'm not 100% sure where the rogues are when I am not in full health is not good. So we're going to eat that raw just to keep some of those stats up. And we now need to, where am I? Yeah, I'm just thinking about where the animal spawns are. Pay a little bit more attention to what we're doing. Make sure we avoid the cougar. So yeah, so that was that. Oh, really? Whereas the bear was down there. I don't really want to be running very much. So we might do an arpeggio walk. Oh, whatever. I'm just going to run. What's the worst that happens? I spawn all the way back at the base and I lose all my gear. I mean, yeah, that is the worst that happens. Right. And he's over there. I want the crate. Maybe I should just run around with my double barrel out instead of my... Is that... well, doesn't... Scrap instead of... Oh, I said I was going to make a lockpick to bring with me. Oh, forgot. Never mind. It's a good job. The way I'm going at the moment, I might have found one. Oh, there's a moose. Not moose season. I probably would have found one and died with it all on me. Chicken. Yeah, you see, I don't think... Oh, there's another wolf. I don't think I dare risk a moose in this health situation. I'm going to get nearer to the base. Because I can't remember if there were rogues out here. There's the lock crate up there, look. I can't remember above. Bear. The bear behind. I haven't watched them yet myself, but I know that Arpeggio has put up a couple of shorts of the silliness from Sunday, at least one of which involves a bear. I thought I saw a crate up there. Oh, I don't know. Right. Oh, there's a crate over here though, so we will get you. How have we done on nails? 66. Okay. That was worth the run then, as long as I make it. Oh, that was the other thing. See my game, Judder? My game crashed in the middle of the stream. If you weren't there... Oh. I won't spoil it for you in case you weren't there. But you need to watch for yourself to see what happened about recovering from that. Right, come on, put this away, Annie. Stop being a wimp. There's a fire down there. I thought there were rogues. I thought I remembered there being rogues around here. Now, I'm going to go to the base first because I think I left a tonic. But I can't remember. So before I know there's fibre there, but before I worry about going and finding a liver, because if there isn't a tonic there, then I have to go and find liver. And we have to go and shoot some more things. But let's go and have a look first. Oh, the resident wolf is not immediately here, which is something. Hello, little base. We made it. Oh, and there's some cotton. We are in. Phew. Tonic, yes. There you go. Let's have some of you. Okay, cool. Right. We have all stuff and things that we need here. I might take that back with me. There they are over there, look. Probably couldn't ag them. Well, I probably could ag them from here. Right, let's just put all this stuff in here and then we can pick it back up to go home. I think that's a good idea, isn't it? We've got matches there, so that's fine. Yeah, just put it all in there. I shall keep the pick on me for the moment. Right. Let's carry, where are we? Midday. Oh, did I have the stuff? Right, so 25 mass. Oh, yeah, thanks for reminding me, guys. Mass recycler. Dang it. That's what I was meant to bring next time I came up here, was a mass recycler. So that I could recycle mass. And I can't make one because I don't have the mass here. Because obviously this is the second base. Oh. Oh, bother. Made them both run, look. And I lost my arrow. That wasn't very good, was it? Oh. Come on. I do need to eat. Yeah, I know. Right. Let's see what we can find up here. If we stay overnight, do you reckon? We will loot all this today and tomorrow. Have I loaded my weapons? Yes. And see what we can get. If we have a good run around now. There's a Bambi. There's another wolf. Right, this was... Okay, was this lag? I mean, I'm not on co-op, so, you know. What am I doing wrong? I mean, that was, you know, how it should be. Oh, I don't know. I shall have to watch that back and see what I did wrong. And there's the liver. Huh? Well, that's all right. Actually, so if I go swimming and get some kelp, that would actually be a really smart idea, Annie. Because you can make a tonic to replace the one that you've just used. Because I think I saw that there were some medicinal tonics in there. I never got enough. Oh, otherwise I'd be forced to go fishing. And you know how I feel about fishing. Right, let's just look and see if we have any kelp. Get my pick out just in case we see anything more interesting whilst we're here. Oh, I'll take back any sandstone I've got up here as well. And there's a pearl. See, more pearls. Remember, you don't have oxygen tanks on any though. There you go. Right, I want kelp actually. Of course I'm going to get pearls because I want kelp. I'm surprised I don't get sandstone actually. Seems as that's what I normally come out for and don't get. Let's have a little swim round. I was thinking about what stories I've got about my mum that I could tell. But yeah, as I say, mum was just generally funny all the time. So it kind of just always merged into just sort of the background crazy. Though we did used to tease her when I said, you know, Dad and I were in the Sea Cadets and we used to have all these Sea Cadets back and host them for their parties and just generally, yeah, my parents parented in a particular way. The way they treated us as, you know, well, just the way they treated us was different to a lot of my contemporaries. So a lot of people gravitated towards my parents, and because they were funny, which made them cool. In fact, most of the time growing up, we always felt that people thought my parents were cooler than we were. And our friends wanted to hang out with our parents more than they wanted to hang out with us. But anyway, so she had this reputation, and she mothered well. She was a good mum. She would take care and look out for these young lads, and listen to their complaints about their girlfriends or not being able to get a girlfriend, or moans about their mum and all the rest of it. But we used to take the mickey out of her because that meant that she had all these, you know, young teenage lads hanging around all the time. And I remember on their wedding anniversary, they had their 25th wedding anniversary whilst Dad was in the cadets. And after the party, we hosted a lovely party, and a lot of the lads stayed over, so they'd had a drink. So on the morning after the party, we've got this photo of my mum. She went into the front room where all the lads were, and she went in to offer to make them a drink. So we've got this photo of my mum with, I don't know, like 7 or 8 young teenage lads all lolling around in their boxers and their half in and half out sleeping bags, and my mum's sort of standing around with this look on her face. And it's just, you know, possibly now to some of you this all may sound absolutely horrific, but we are talking about a very, you know, a very good person and a very slightly naive person, not exposed a lot to the ways of the world. So there was absolutely nothing of any inappropriateness or anything going on. The same with used to be my dad with the Sea Cadet girls, because, you know, he's Daddy's girl. He just treated all girls the same. He would do anything for them, and he would protect them from anyone and anything. So, you know, bless their heart, my parents were completely innocent. Oh, jeez. That was not a fern. That was a shadow. A kelp. That was a shadow kelp. But yes, it might sound horrendous, but actually it wasn't inappropriate at all. And so it was actually really quite sweet. But it is a funny photograph. That we sort of said, oh, there you go. That's your present. There's a box over there talking to presents. And do I have 5 now? Let's just breathe whilst we check. Yes, I do. Let's go and get that box. Where was the wolf that we didn't want to get? The wolf is over there. There's some scrap. Right. Needed to be looting, not swimming. But having used that tonic, I really do need to replace it. So let's just grab a tree whilst we're here. Pretty certain we can make fuel bricks, but let's just eat those. Don't have a lot of meat on me. Oh no, I do. I've got that other steak, so that's fine. Don't really want to get another wolf. Really? I mean, I know I've got the shotgun shells, but seeing as I want to work on getting Charlie, let's just get this grub tree. Because I have to fish. If I want to work on getting Charlie, then, you know, I need to save some of those shotgun shells. Now I'm thinking there was a single shotgun here, but I do have up at the base, don't I? From when I upgraded this. Or when I made my double barrel. Because going into Charlie... Oh! Okay. That's, interesting. Right. Just move on, Annie. Just move on. But yeah, going into Charlie, having a ordinary shotgun, actually, sometimes, because obviously it's fine letting rip with both barrels, but now you've got to reload the thing, and in a melee situation, reloading is not always something that you have the luxury of time to do. So, yeah. I need to think about taking... Mind you, if you take both with you and then you die, you've got nothing to go back in with. That is the other thing. So... For a combat raid, double barrel or single barrel? What's your opinion, chat? If you raid bases, and do you have an opinion? Get a couple bit more of wood here. I thought that bush over there was a bear. I'm seeing things now. Get in. Get my little fire going. And assess the situation. Let's just see first of all. Whoops. Can I make that tonic? No, I can't. I am... Oh no, I can. Oh, because I had some on me. I'm looking at here and I'm thinking there was only 2. Okay. It's because I had on me. That's fine. Let's do that. Go and fill these up. Which reminds me, do you need water? No, you're all right on water. I'll put the antidote away to replace that. Excellent. And let's get fuel brick. Right, I'll get one of you. Oh, we've got a fuel brick there, so let's make one. That will do. The fat we're going to keep. Let's put you. Come on. Come. There you go. Get that one on first. Okay, so 120 nails, more than 60 of which we've brought with us on the way, so that is good. I should be alright for veg, but I can replant if I want to. Do I take that potato seed with me? Yeah, I mean, I will want potato seeds. Oh look, and I can fish. Could actually fish. I'll take that cotton home with me because we've got emergency cotton here somewhere. Did we not have emergency cotton? No, we didn't. Okay, so that's emergency cotton maybe for here to repair things. Did we have any more ash in there? No, we didn't. So let's just go and put that on there. We can pick one of those and replant in the morning if we want to. Put you on now as well because I'm actually going to need both of those. Cloth-wise, yeah, we will keep the cloth with us, I think. So there we've got some oars down there. Eat that. I'm not going to leave... What multiples do we need? You see, the most important thing here I'm probably going to run out of. See, shotgun shells or 44s. So in 5s. So let's just do that. 12s or 15. Okay, well, let's just take a few more back. There you go. So there's always enough here to make something. Sorry about it getting dark now, guys. Trying to think what else. As I say, I like to have enough here. The pearls we are definitely taking back with us. There you go. And we will take most of these nails. I think, because we do need them there. I mean, at some point, yeah, we're going to come and finish this. What do I need? I need to... You see, that's... Although that is a full wall. See, that's the problem. Before I go shooting anything, really, I do need to do some more building. Let's just make one more wall whilst we're here, and we'll put that wall in there. I think that'll do. We'll just put a solid wall in. There you go. Having said I wouldn't do any building whilst I was here. At least we'll know when it gets past midnight, because those chaps will go. I shall lighten this up a little bit, because this will be a little bit dark now for you guys, I'm afraid. Get pretty. Right. Oh, and let's do that. There you go. It's a little bit more protection from that side. Because if rogues are coming from this side, because I'm just thinking if they spawn in out there, which is quite likely, then I would need to be able to put them somewhere. Now I'm going to put this pick in here for mass. Because when I do... Oh, there's another pick here. That's a spare pick. Do I need to leave a pick here? Probably not. But, yeah. Okay, right, they've moved. Let's come and stand somewhere relatively safe and have a look. And the route back. Haha, yes, look. So now they're right up towards where that lock crate was here. They're, yeah. Okay, so we could do the other side, because I've not got... Oh, I'm right up the north. So if I swam across... then run across here. I've got black, which is probably a bit dangerous. And then once we get round this bit to sort of Autastic way, head back from there and avoid the ones that are near home. Need to remember about those. So we're going lake to lake probably. Oh, and they're out there. Oh, this could be fun. Okay, all right. Well, we'll leave it there, and we will decide on the next episode the route home and see if I can make it back without getting bioed this time. Hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you're new, introduce yourself in the comments and say hi. And remember to click like on the video, please. And I will see you on the next episode. Bye-bye now.